We're sat here in central London with the print farm that we built in April and May of 2020, which consists of around about 100 3D printers that are constantly printing throughout the day and night to make one of the projects we've been working on, which is a reusable face shield. The print farm was built with a very specific aim in mind, which was to solve a problem, which was that there wasn't sufficient PPE, personal protective equipment, to keep the frontline NHS workers and school staff and care home workers safe when they're going about their job, which was more important now than it had ever been. We looked at the skills that we had at Somerset House, which is a vast network of designers and engineers and makers, and all the equipment that we had already in the building, and we thought, how could we make a tangible impact on the scale of the problem? It only took a couple of days to bring together enough minds to actually start to make some progress.
We found ourselves in a position where we needed an immediate response. It just caught everybody really by surprise, right? Not only did this pandemic sweep across and change all of our lives, but in response to that, this and other sort of groups' ability to sort of so quickly pivot and make something like within a week. Within a week, you were manufacturing, and that's unheard of.
It's a very simple design, but a lot of work has gone into this to make it comfortable and functional to the point where it is currently undergoing CE marking to mean that places with very high standards can look at the mark that's applied to it, the certification, and know that it's a quality made product.
Stuff that we were using before, it sort of fell apart, it was very flimsy, some of it had foam so they couldn't be disinfected. Whereas this could go through multiple washes, multiple disinfections, and I kept finding it on the wall, and actually it was almost like a talisman. So it's really nice for me because I knew that this one was solid and would stay on my head, and I think a lot of people really appreciated that.
In order to maximise the output from the print farm, we've designed this frame so that it's able to nest in a group of 5, and we can print 5 at once on the printers, and then keep those rolling all day to maximise the output from the farm.
So right now we're concentrating on making as many of these face shields as possible, but also we're looking at ways of scaling up to make an even bigger impact when faced with the idea of possibly a second wave going into the future. So the design that we've made, which is currently 3D printed, pretty soon we're going to switch to a process called injection molding, which is the same type of process that's used in most mass-produced plastic goods. And that means that we can go from making 1,000 a day to 10,000, 15,000, or really as many as needed until we reach the point where everybody who needs this PPE has it. In terms of numbers, between 5,000 and 6,000 of these a week are getting packaged up and then distributed all around the country to whoever needs them. And that work is done by a partner charity called Shield, who was set up by some doctors and healthcare professionals specifically to help fill the void between frontline workers who have nothing and the orders of official PPE that are taking so long to come through.